Hey folks, Cameron here from Australia Kava Shop. Yesterday we did the traditional kava preparation method. Today we're doing a contemporary one which has a few tweaks to the traditional method, but it will supercharge your kava brew strength. Alright, let's get into it. Now the key to supercharging your next kava brew comes down to two key words. The first one, pretty standard, soak. Okay? And the second key word, not normally associated with kava, agitation. It's a big deal. Okay. First off the rank is the NutriBullet or a food processor. Either which way is good. This will maximize the agitation. You'll of course need a serving bowl and a ladle. We're using the Vanuatu Tanoa and our ladle from our good friends at Kio. Today we're using the Kava Fine Grade Premium. Links below for the Dark Prince of Fiji. Fantastic product. The straining bags, we sell them as well. If you don't have a straining bag, you can use stockings, that's fine. Some warm water, super important here. A little bit above lukewarm, but not above 55 degrees. Just so it's warm to touch. That will maximize the kava lactone release. The secret ingredient, some dairy products. Throughout all our time in kava, and that includes vape juices, honey, extracts for cocktails. By far and away, the best food conductor was dairy products, a la chocolate and chocolate milk. These will help release the lactones and let your enzymes process kava more efficiently. And look, optional, but a speaker to play some tunes while you're squeezing. So for those of you that are familiar with the Australia Kava Shop channel, you'll notice that, or you'll know that, I normally wear the Australia Kava Shop white t-shirt. That's a no-no when you're preparing kava, particularly if you're as messy as I am. You're always going to splash a bit of kava around. Now, I'm wearing a white t-shirt today, more as a shout out to our friends up at Blackston Wear in Brisbane. Alfred Quay, who owns Blackston Wear, does some really cool Vanuatu and Pacific themed fashion and apparel. Now, the most common question that we get asked is, what mixing ratios should I prepare my kava at? Now, today we're going to be doing a Vanuatu standard strength. Okay, now that'll be supercharged. It'll be stronger than if you prepared it in the traditional method. What I'm going to do is just put up a quick bit of clip art which will break down both Vanuatu strong and Vanuatu standard mixing ratios. If you're wanting a more social kava experience, going over 3 to 4 hours with a few friends, we recommend the Fiji mixing ratios. We're going to put that clip art up for that now. Today we're going to be using the Vanuatu standard ratio, which we covered previously in the little graphic that came up. Let's get this out of the way straight off the bat. This isn't time efficient, right? If you're after a quick kava experience, there's instant kava, there's the Alibor kava shaker, links for those below obviously, of course. But this is going to take about probably 40 minutes all up, most of which you don't have to do anything. That comes back to that soak keyword that we talked about. But look, the benefits are there, trust me. This supercharged version will mean you get more bang for your buck, both in the amount of kava powder you use and obviously the kava effect. Let's get into it. As mentioned, today we're using the Kava Premium Fine Grade version. All the Australia Kava Shop packaging comes with a tear top at the top. Just rip that off. Now we're using the tablespoon. Great little tweak here, or hack I guess. A just above level tablespoon clocks in at about 10 grams, which is the ideal per serve that you want for a Vanuatu standard strength. Today we're using 6 serves to make 60 grams. There we go, done. Now, I didn't mention before, but the dairy product we're using today is the milk, or is milk, I should say. You can use coconut milk, cream. I've heard of people using yogurt. Take our 300 mils of warm water, working on our Vanuatu ratios,
5-to-1, 60 grams of kava powder, 300 mils of water. Give it a quick stir just to take those last sort of bits off the bottom. And you are ready to relax.
Right, so we've put our kava powder, we've got our water and a dash of milk in there. What we're going to do now is focus on that first keyword, soak. We're just going to let that sit there for 20 to 30 minutes. Now what's happening during that 20 to 30 minutes is the water and the dairy product is being absorbed into the kava powder fibres. Now when we come to agitation, that second keyword, that's going to make the release of the kava lactones happen more efficiently, right? So your brew's going to be stronger. We'll be back in 20-30 minutes and kick on from there. Okay, 20 to 30 minutes has passed. Now it's time to focus on that second keyword, agitation. Let's get into it.
Right, so give your blender container a quick shake, make sure everything's loosened up, and blast it. Give it a good minute here, and remembering agitation is the key. Whilst that's going, you can lay out your straining bag in your Tanoa or mixing bowl. Set it up nice and neatly. You don't want to spill any of the juice directly into the bowl. Once your blender's done, unscrew the top and pour it slowly into the straining bag. Again, avoid getting it any directly into the mixing bowl. Otherwise you'll get bits of fibre floating around and no one wants that. Now for the squeezing. Now 10 minutes here minimum, folks. Have your music playing, really give it to it. Once your 10 minutes is up, the last bit, very important, squeeze like your life depends on it. Get the last remaining bits of juice out of that straining bag. You can see we're really making an effort here because the very premium kava lactones, we want to get them out as best we can.
Right, so your 10 minutes are up. You've squeezed to the maximum strength that you can for 10 minutes. Think of it like during your decompression period after work, like going to the gym. Like the more effort you put in during that squeezing period, the benefits will relay when you come to serve it up. Now speaking of serving, we have our ladle with us. Always stir before serving. The lactones always seem to just rise to the top, and you want to even each serve out so that they're fairly similar in effectiveness and also taste. All right, it is an early morning shoot this morning, so I'm just going to go half a serve. Okay, with the supercharging, noticeable straight away on the palate. So, as you'd imagine, I'm a fairly experienced kava drinker. The numbing effect's really strong. Now that's got a lot to do with the whacker that we've used, but it's definitely much heavier on the palate. Now that normally means that it's going to be a fairly good effect down the track in 10 or 15 minutes time. Look, thanks for today. As always, that was a heap of fun. Links below re how to get your hands on some Australian Kava Shop Whacker Premium and the straining bags. And always like and subscribe. We've got heaps more content coming down the pipeline. Okay, have a great day.